Hello. Well, this is a follow-up to my last video, but in this video I want to address a very specific question. I want to talk about the question of tossing and turning in bed. What do you do when you're tossing and turning in bed and you really want to sleep? Well, a different approach is required here. Well, that's what's coming up next. You stay tuned. I'll see you in a couple of seconds.
Now for today's 2020 idea to better health, please welcome on stage Dr. Joe.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Dr. Joe of thedrjoe.com. So, if this is your first time on this channel, can I extend a warm welcome to you? This is your home of 2020 ideas to better health. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. And also, please do not forget to click on the notification bell, because that's how you get notified of future videos that I make. So, like I said in my opening gambit, I want to address a very specific question in this video. It's about the question of tossing and turning in bed when you really want to sleep. What should you do? But before I continue, I want to share something with you. I learned something recently. It's about Albert Einstein. Remember him? The brain box? Well, apparently he used to actually obsess about sleeping for 9 good hours every night. So if you're looking for historical proof that sleep is actually good for learning and it improves memory, well, there's one there for you. So let's continue. What should you do when you really want to sleep and you're tossing and turning in bed? There are a few things you can do and a different approach is required, but there's an overlap with my last video, as you will expect. So let's get on with it. Step one. So step one is this. The first thing you need to check if you're having problems falling asleep and you're tossing and turning in bed is you need to ensure that the temperature in your sleeping environment is actually ideal for initiating sleep. Research has shown that the optimum temperature for initiating sleep is 65 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the equivalent of 18 degrees Celsius. So this should be your target temperature. The reason for this is that your body needs to drop its core temperature by about 2 degrees Fahrenheit for sleep to be initiated. So like I said, this should be your target temperature. So if this is not the case, fix that. If you have fixed the temperature of your sleeping environment and you're still struggling, give yourself 45 minutes and then move on to step two. What is step two? Step two means you need to actually change your bedroom. You need to move from your bedroom to another bedroom. If all the rooms in your house are actually occupied, all you need to do is go to the living room. Now, you may be asking yourself, why should you do this? Well, here's an analogy for you. You wouldn't go to an opera house at 8 o'clock in the morning hoping for a musical performance, would you? So why would you go to your bedroom hoping that you fall asleep? You go to an opera house at a specific time and a specific date for a musical performance. In the same vein, you should go to your bedroom at a specific time for sleep. So if you're struggling to fall asleep, then you need to move from your bedroom to another bedroom. The reason you want to do this as well is that you don't want to develop sleep-related anxiety with that bedroom. So changing your environment actually helps. So step three, what should you do in your new environment? Well, you have to do something relaxing, like listening to classical music or any other music that you find relaxing. You could read a novel, you could knit, you could draw. Anything that you find relaxing is ideal for that time. What you must not do is do anything that will get you excited, anything that will stimulate your senses, because that is going to interfere with you actually initiating sleep. You must also not turn on your laptop, you shouldn't turn on your smartphone, you shouldn't turn on your tablet, because all of those devices are going to emit blue light that will block the production of melatonin, which you need to actually fall asleep. If we are still struggling to initiate sleep in a new environment, then we'll move on to step four. What is step four? Well, step four has to do with mind clearance. Now, I did talk about this in my last video. One of the reasons why we struggle to initiate sleep is because we go to bed with a heavy dose of stress baggage. We need to dump that. And one of the best ways to do that is to actually use the traditional pen and paper. Write down whatever is bothering you on a piece of paper, and indeed that is actually therapeutic, because you know that you got an action plan in place and you can deal with the problem the following day or even the week after. So do that, set it aside, and continue with other relaxation activities. Which brings us nicely to the next step, which is deep breathing. If you're still struggling to fall asleep, then you have to embark on deep breathing exercises. This helps a lot. The reason why this works is because deep breathing actually recruits the parasympathetic nervous system, and the parasympathetic nervous system actually calms you down, it relaxes you, and that will make you fall asleep. So do deep breathing for about 5 to 7 minutes, and there's a good chance that you're probably going to fall asleep. So the next step is that you're probably going to feel sleepy, and what should you do next? Well, go back to your bedroom and have a very good night's sleep. Now, even if you're still struggling, you shouldn't be too worried. Something you shouldn't do in your new environment is watching the clock, because one of the things that will happen is that if you're still having problems initiating sleep, you're going to be so worried. You'll be watching the clock thinking, oh my God, it's 3 a.m. and I still haven't fallen asleep. Don't worry about that. Just let it roll. Forget about it. When the sleep comes, you go to bed. The likelihood is that the next day you're going to play catch up. But what you mustn't do though is have a nap the following day, because once you do that, you'll be reducing your sleep pressure, which you need to actually catch up the following night. So you go to bed as soon as you feel sleepy, and have a very good night rest. And that's it really. That's how you fix your tossing and turning around in bed. Yes, so one more thing. Do not forget to get outdoors the following day, because being outdoors makes for the production of serotonin, and this keeps you alert, and being alert during the day prepares you for a better night's sleep the following night. So get outdoors, even on a cloudy day like this. Like I was expecting sunshine here, but there's none available at all, but I'm still outdoors, and that means I'm going to get better sleep tonight. So hopefully these steps should actually help you fix your tossing and turning problems as far as sleep is concerned. If you got some value from this video, as usual, give it a thumbs up as usual. If you got anything to say, please say it in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. I think that's about it. Until next time, well, this is Dr. Joe signing out.